Happy hump day! What's up, Facebook? Judgy McJugger. Wait, I knew I was going to say that wrong. Judgy McJudgerson. That's what I titled this because all of us are guilty of this. Okay, guys, it's human nature to judge people, right? We judge ourselves, we judge other people. The way in which we judge other people oftentimes can save us, right? In fact, if you watched my live broadcast last night, a powerful one, I highly recommend if you didn't watch it to watch it because our judgment, our gut feeling can save us from some really bad stuff. But the Judgy McJudgerson can also hold you back from really making an impact in this world. And I want to start off by sharing with you guys an audio message from one of the people that's in the test group. Now, let me remind you that I'm getting messages like this on a daily basis, okay? But this one, I want to express to you. So this female has lost a significant amount of weight already in the first, we're not even done with 3 weeks, okay? And I'm getting like message after message of not just weight loss, but people's health are being regained. And I'm actually, Laura Skinger is going to be on live with me here in a little bit, but I want to play this audio message to you because this is very important because we are so quick to judge people, especially people that are overweight. And we want to just assume that they're lazy, okay? So this particular female sent me this message. Now bear with me. I'm going to play it for you so you can listen to it.
Hey, Lauren, it's Cindy. I just wanted to share with you really quick something that happened tonight that was so, eye-opening to me. I was doing a program, a kids Zumba and pound program that I teach, was putting on a program for their parents tonight at this school that I teach at. And They are introducing this new lady that was also going to be working at this school with a company called Catch. And she was going to teach the kids on nutrition and being more active. And so she did this 30-minute presentation on how to eat healthy and what's healthy and what's not. Keep in mind, she's around probably 200 pounds and probably 5 foot tall. And
not healthy.
The first
Giving
thing
advice
that came out of her mouth was, first of all, we don't put butter on our stuff. Butter is fattening, and we do not need butter. And mashed potatoes are great, but if you put butter on...
Oh no, my phone went off. Anyway, she goes on to basically say that this woman who's giving advice to our young people who obviously doesn't have health down for herself. She's 200 pounds, 5 foot tall. Now, I know that I used to be of the mindset of Judgy McJudgerson, okay? And I would be like, who are you? But here's the deal. What I want you to ask yourself is, in that position, what's going through your brain, okay? One is, okay, this person is giving advice to people that are impressionable. So whether that be an adult that's in a arena with kids, I know, right, Melissa? Or a doctor that's giving advice to patients that obviously doesn't have their own health in check. If the advice that you are giving is not working for you, maybe you should be open-minded to maybe it's wrong. Now, the advice that I told her, and Cindy went on to tell me that so far she's lost, I believe, I don't know how much weight, but she feels better than she ever has. And this is in less than 3 weeks of changing the way in which she's eating, using whole foods-based diet, high fat, moderate protein, low carbohydrate, with intermittent fasting and daily Shakeology. That's what almost 700 people are doing in this group, okay? Now, the advice that I told her was to go to her in kindness and love and say, without judging, okay? Because the person that's on the other side, and I'm going to bring Laura into the group for sure, because Laura has an late with this. So Laura Skinger is about to come on. So she is a friend of mine. She's a coach. She is participating in the group. And hey, there you are.
Right.
There we go.
I'm upside down. Hold on.
That's okay. Oh, nice. So I'm going to introduce the crowd. That's the perfect way.
There we go.
So everyone can see you the way. So you guys, Laura Skinger actually has her own story where she's lost how much total weight?
Oh,
it's
over 350 pounds.
Yes, you heard her right. over 350 pounds, and she's done it without surgery. And I'm not saying that you are any less of a person, and I'm not judging you if you've lost weight with surgery, but she has done it all on her own by learning to change lifestyle. Now, she and her mom are both in the test group right now. And she messaged me this morning. I have to read you the message because it was brilliant. Like, this is why I love my job, coaching other people. She sends me this message that says, wait, where are you? I've got so many text messages. It's ridiculous. So she goes, dude, can I call you? Huge news about my mom. And I'm like, yeah. So she calls me. And then, Laura, tell me what you had to tell me. Well, or tell them what you had to tell me.
Well, to give a little backstory, my mom is a nurse, and she's also diabetic, was on insulin, and she started this program with us, you know, on the 27th, and she was a little skeptical, but she's like, you know what, I got to give it a shot. So right away, her blood sugar started to drop without any help from insulin. Started to drop.
That's
she was
good.
in that. She
That's
was
good.
400s, I believe.
Her blood sugars were in the 400s?
In the 400s. That was her, or in the high 300s was her resting. That's where it was.
That's not good, y'all. That's not good.
So, I'm sorry, my connection's a little spotty, so I'm not sure if I'm staticky with you or not. But
all good.
She was, you know, doing her thing, you know, eating the plan, not really able to exercise because she's got a lot of, you know, issues with her back and stuff like that. But eating the plan, eating the way we're supposed to, and every day she'd be like, Laura, my blood sugar's dropping, my blood sugar's dropping, my blood sugar's dropping. But the reason I was like, I have to call you today is because she went and saw her eye doctor yesterday, and she had macular degeneration in her eyes. And about a year ago, she had a bleed in her eye, which left debris in her eye. I'm not sure of the technical terms for these things.
Yeah, that's not the...
She went in for her checkup. She was seeing her eye doctor every 3 months. And he took pictures of her eyes, and he was like, it's gone. The debris is gone. He's like, I see no signs of degeneration in your eyes anymore. He's like, it's gone. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, what is your blood sugar at? And she was like, she's like, it's awesome. It's awesome for me. She's like, my blood sugar is so low. Yeah. Or for her, you know, in the low, like it goes from like 150 in the morning to like, now she finally hit her first, I think below 100. She was 92 last night. So, right.
Awesome.
Without insulin, no meds.
Chills, guys.
Chills, I know, I get them myself. And it's really great to see it happening for somebody, because especially my mom, because I want to keep her around for a while, you know. So
of course.
It's but the doctor was like, just keep doing whatever it is you're doing, because he's like, I never, you know, he told her, he's like, I never get to see this, you know, I never get to see people reverse this. It always, you know, gets worse, you know. So I think it's just.
And you know, when we were talking on the phone, you know, Laura said, she was like, you know, will we be able to directly prove that went away because of the diet? No, but guess what? We have 676 people in this test group, and story after story after story of, guess what? I don't need insulin anymore. Guess what? My autoimmune disorder, I don't need medicine anymore. Guess what? My hypertension is no longer there. Guess what? My macular degeneration is gone. You cannot deny the power of this story. And that's what I want you guys to think about, because guys, there will be diets that will come and go, fad diets, that the magic pill, the magic wrap, the magic whatever, but there is nothing that will substitute a lifestyle that gives you back your health. Losing weight is great. Losing inches is awesome. You feel great. But guess what? You cannot put money, value on getting back your health, gaining years of your life. And just like Laura said, she wants to keep her mom around as long as possible. And her mom is a great example of someone that I have no doubt became a nurse because she wanted to help other people. And there are so many nurses and so many doctors and so many really successful people that haven't been able to figure out how to take care of their own health. They're taking care of other people, but they haven't been able to figure out how to take care of their own health because we were taught the wrong stuff. Okay? So if what has been working, what you've been doing up until whatever point hasn't worked, maybe, just maybe, think outside of the box And like the person that Cindy was talking about, who was giving information to young, impressionable kids to not put butter on stuff, that potatoes are good, that wheat pasta is better than regular pasta, maybe, just maybe, let's question what we've been told to believe for decades. And maybe, just maybe, your macular degeneration can be reversed. Maybe your diabetes can be reversed. Just maybe. What do you have to lose? So Laura, if you guys don't follow Laura Skinzer online, you should definitely follow her. She does a lot of live broadcasts as well. Her stories are, well, one, she's entertaining, but two, she's very motivational because she's lost over 350 pounds in her adult life. And it's all been by learning to change her lifestyle. But you told me that this is the best you've felt ever earlier on the phone?
Yeah, when I lost the weight that I've lost, I've done it the old fashioned way, which was, portion control. Like, you eat the small amounts of food like 5 times a day. And that did work for the first couple 100 pounds, because let's face it, it will work for some people, especially when you're really overweight. There's really no downside to it. But this is the first time, and we're only like 2.5 weeks into this. I don't even think we're even that, that far into it, but I have never felt so liberated. Like I don't crave sugar. I'm looking at a box of brownie mix on my shelf and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I don't need to make that. I don't feel that need to shove my face. Like I just suffered a back injury this last week, and the old me would have medicated with junk food. I'd have been like, well, can't exercise, so I'm going to eat the ice creams and the chips and the stuff and the pops and drink all the sodas and stuff like that. But I had absolutely no desire to eat any of it. And that has never been that way for me before. And my mom said the same thing. Like, I feel so liberated. Like we just don't, she's like, I have to remind myself to eat. I've never had to remind myself to eat. It's just, I just don't have an appetite. I mean, I don't have an appetite for the crap. So it just tells me how many times a day I was just eating because I was bored or because it was thought I needed to do. So.
Right. So there are two people that I'm speaking to right now. The people that are in this position where you realize that you have information that is life-changing, that can literally, no kidding, change the freaking world. And I know that sounds cliche, but this knowledge will change the world. But the only way to change the world is to share this. And so the advice that I gave to Cindy was, go to this particular person who was not healthy herself, 200 pounds and 5 foot tall, giving advice to young, impressionable kids. Go to her in love without a judging spirit and say, look, I once too was in your position and I understand the way that you see food. And I thought outside of the box and I tried something different. And this is the healthiest I've ever been. And I would love to share it with you. And go with a loving heart, a non-judgmental heart. And this is how we will change the world. Because what is all of the money in the world good to you if you don't have your health?
Nothing. It means nothing.
You can't take it with you, guys. You can't take it with you. So Laura, thank you so much for spending this morning with me. I give your mom a huge hug and props, and you two are just two of the many success stories already in the first 2.5 weeks of this beta test group. And I just cannot wait. I mean, we will continue to share these stories because there are certain people that need to hear so many stories before they start really thinking outside of the box. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for spending this Wednesday with us. Shout out to all of the beta testers that are killing it. The ones that killed it on the live workout this morning. He murdered us and it was awesome. Murdered us in a good way. All right, guys, I will see y'all later. Happy hump day. We out. Bye.